Okay, I have this story, and I was telling you guys that I was going to come back with. Um, it was some information that I found, and it's crazy. It's crazy, and it's talking about child welfare outcomes for 2018. I looked, and I don't know if I've seen anything for 2019. It's a report. You have to report to Congress, and this is a part of the AFSCAR. So I wanted to show you this right here. I'm not going to read every single thing because it'll get to be time consuming. And it's showing you about the things that are available. And I think the last person that I saw do a report on 2019 was California. And this says the Child Welfare Outcomes Report is created by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, which is also known as HHS, to meet requirements of Sections 203A of the Adoption and Safe Families Act of 1997. And then you have the abbreviation ASFA. And I really didn't take my time to get all these abbreviations together. So please forgive me. I'm a little pressed for time. Um, ASFA created Section 479A of the Social Security Act, okay, to require HHS to issue an annual report that assesses state performance in operating child protection and child welfare programs under title, and this is supposed to be 55B. I kept saying title 4, but I looked it up and it's title 55. So it's title 55B and title 55E of the act, okay? Child Welfare Outcomes of 1998 was the first report created in the Child Welfare Outcomes series of reports. All right. So this is what I found. It's like a brochure that I found. So the child welfare outcomes, I already read that. I don't know why I went over because I got distracted. I apologize. The present report, Child Welfare Outcomes 2018, is the 19th report since the series inception. So a lot of people have not really been doing their reporting. The Child Welfare Outcomes Report provide information on national performance as well as the performance of individual states in seven outcome categories. Prior to the first report, the Children's Bureau within HHS Administration for Children and Families identified these outcomes in close consultation with state and local child welfare agency administrators, child advocacy organizations, child welfare researchers, state legislator, and other experts in the child welfare field. So here are some of the things, and I'll just let you guys look over some of it because a lot, like I said, it's a lot to read. And it was talking about foster care information overview. Nationally, there are approximately 437,000 children in foster care on the last day of 2018. It has since grown. I believe I saw the last number was 500,000. So it has actually grown since then, and it could be even higher as of today. During that year, an estimated 263,000 children entered foster care and 250,000 children exited foster care. Among the states, the foster care entry rate ranged from 1.6 children per 1,000 in a state population to 14.0 children per 1,000 in a state's population. So they're giving you the numbers and things like that. So I hope this does help somebody. I'm trying to take my time so that you can read over, some of the information. For the first time since 2011, the numbers of children in foster care on the last day has decreased, but I believe it has increased because I saw a report somewhere where it said 500,000 children, but the decrease from 2017 to 2018 was less than 1%. So it wasn't a big percentage of a decrease. You get what I'm saying? So, of the children that entered foster care in 2018, approximately one quarter 24% entered with neglect report as the only reason for removal, which we know they always say that it's neglect, abuse, or otherwise so that they can get your kids out of the home. 16% of the children were entering had physical abuse as the only reported reason associated with removal. Now, those children that actually had physical abuse, I agree with you removing them from the home, because we see a lot of times where there are signs of abuse when it comes to the children and nobody really does anything. They'll leave those children in the home, and then it'll go from abuse to, the child no longer being with us. So I'm glad that they at least did that part when they see signs of physical abuse. But let it not just be where a kid was outside riding his bike or playing at the park and got hurt, and then you deem that as physical abuse, because not all marks, bruises, scrapes, cuts, past broken bones that are mending, all that stuff is not always associated with physical abuse. So that's why I say I think that they need to really get this under wraps and get this situation fixed, because you got a lot of social workers out there that are claiming that kids are being abused, and the kids are not being abused. As I read in one story where a lady kid was outside playing and he fell off his bike, hurt himself, and they deemed her as abusing her child, when they were all saying that he fell off the bike. There was proof he fell off the bike. She was not an abusive parent, but they didn't want to hear that. So let me see. During 2018, approximately 678,000 children were confirmed to be victims of maltreatment. The overall national child victim rate was 9.2 child victims per 1,000 children in population. State child victims rates vary dramatically, ranging from 1.2 children victims per 1,000 children to 22.9 child victims per 1,000 children. Excuse me. Um, and then they talk about the state performance on the outcomes measure, which and see, I'm reading this, but if you feel like you want to read the other side, you're more than welcome to go back over and read it again. This is public information. It's not like I went on their site and snatched it. This is all available for anybody to see. But I said I wanted to bring some things up and show you, what's going on and what the CPS is supposed to be doing that they're actually not doing. And I believe the last report was in 2019, 21 and 22. So we're like 2 point something years in the making, and we still haven't had an actual, report that is telling us everything that's going on. You guys, I need you to hold for 1 second. I'm going to leave it there and hold 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to take a small break. My little champ was getting into something that could have caused him to hurt his little self. So, state performance on outcome measures. This report includes a synopsis of key findings on the 12 measures established to assess performance on the 7 national outcomes previously identified. These measures are described in detail in Appendix B. For all measures, national performance is determined by median performance across states that meet data quality thresholds. And table 1 at the end of the see, there I go again, executive summary displays these measures and their medians for 2014 through 2018. Change in state performance over time is assessed by calculating a percentage change in performance on the measures, consistent with HHS's historical approach to the analysis. In these reports, a percentage change of 5.0. Okay, let me move my little mouse. Let me see. Okay, here's some more information. Yeah, so they're supposed to be constantly reporting and letting the government know what their money is being spent on, how many kids are coming in and out of the system, how many are going back to homes, how many have been abused, how many have not been abused. So it's so many things that they're supposed to be saying and doing when it comes to this report. And from other stories that I've read, they're not doing it. They're not keeping up with their end of the bargain. So, as people were saying, then why are they continuing to receive funds from the state if they're not complying with the rules? Because, if we were on any type of government system assistance and we didn't follow the rules, we didn't do it on the timely manner, we didn't meet the deadline, then they're going to cut us off and we have to start all over again. So I think it's only fair that if we have to go through it, then they should have to go through it. Oh, I am so sorry, you guys. They should have to go through it too. I apologize for that yawn. Forgive me, you guys. It's really late right now, and I want to get this story out. So, and let me see. It says the outcome 3, increased permanency for children in foster care. In 2018, states were mostly successful in achieving permanencies, i.e., discharge to reunification, adoption, or legal guardianship for all children exiting foster care, measure 3.1, with a median performance of 90.3%. So I hardly believe that this is accurate. I'm just reading what I'm seeing because, it's what's been reported to them. And like I said, so far, a lot of these workers and a lot of the agencies have dropped the ball. And I think the last report was 2019, but I couldn't find it. So states were were less successful in achieving permanent homes for children exiting foster care who had a diagnosed disability, measure 3.2, median 82.4%, and for children who had entered care when they were older than 12 years of age. I don't know where I got that 20 from. Measures 3.3, median 63.1%. The median percent of children who emancipated from foster care and who also were age 12 or younger when they entered care, measure 3.4, has declined to 21.0% since 2014, with 75% of states demonstrating improved performance on this measure. So I know a lot of people are like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm trying to show you a lot of stuff that, and then I'm going to hop over to where it says states. It says states with higher child victim rates tend to have higher maltreatment recurrence rates within a 6-month period. Pearson's are 0.57 similarity. The percentage of children who were victims of neglect was moderately correlated with the percentage of maltreatment reoccurrence within a 6-month period. So this is basically, they're saying that a lot of times, so I'm not reading every single one. That's why I'm giving it time for you guys to go over and read what I'm not reading. So that's why I'm kind of like being nosy on the other side trying to read, and I need to just focus on one thing. So this is the report that I found. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Like I said, you can go back over this and you can freeze it if you choose to. Then it says that states continue. I'm on the other side of outcome 2. It says states continue to improve on minimizing reentry into foster care, measure 4.2 within 12 months of a prior foster care episode. Of all children who enter foster care during 2018, a median of 7.1% had re-entered care within 12 months. The national median declined 6.6% between 2014 and 2018. So like I said, you guys can go back. I'm not reading every single thing. So reduced time in foster care, adoption, you can read over that. It's just something that I found and I wanted to share with you guys. Let's see. Just go back over it, conclusion, and all these good old words that I've never recommend, conclusions and recommendations for further investigation. Okay, so they got all this good old stuff here. And I just wanted to bring this brochure to you to show you these are the things that they are supposed to be reporting on, and they really stopped reporting the way they were supposed to report, because this is a part of the AFSCAR. When I was like the AFSCAR, I forgot the paperwork that I had. Um, that tells you exactly what it means, but it's a data reporting system for all these different agencies that are dealing with children's welfare and their well-being. Okay, so I'm going a little bit slow, so you can see it. I'm not trying to fly through it because some people may want to go back and pause it, and if I go too fast, you won't be able to see it. Okay. And then I'm going to read little bits here and there. Then it says, despite reunification constituting more than half of all exits from foster care, the national performance on the percentage of children exiting to reunification who reunified within 12 months of entry into foster care has declined over the last 5 years, with almost twice as many states demonstrating a decline in performance as opposed to an improvement. So they're like really letting you know that. Yeah, see, this is the site you can actually get this off of. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to read every single thing, but I just wanted you guys to get an idea of the reporting system that's supposed to be going on. It's supposed to happen every year. Every single year, this is supposed to take place, where they are reporting who's coming in, who's leaving, who's emancipating out, who, and like I said before, I feel like if you're going to adopt a child, there should be, say for instance, there is a child that's 5 years old. Say the state gives you $4,000 per month for that child. Okay, so I think that they should take at least 1,000 from that and put that $1,000 aside every month until that child reaches the age where they're able to leave and go out on their own. That way they'll have a nest egg. So when they leave foster care, they have monies that they cannot touch until they make a decision. They can use it to get an apartment, get a car, go to college, whatever it is. But I don't necessarily agree with, them getting money for these children and you're letting them go and they have nowhere to go. They have nothing saved up, especially if you don't have a foster parent that's a good foster parent, especially if they're in an institution. Do something that's going to help them. If they're in an institution and they're connected to stuff like Social Security, because most of the time a lot of these people get Social Security with these kids. And I think that there should be an incentive for the parents. Like, if you save up X amount of money, then you'll get some kind of recognition to show that you were not just taking the money and living your life, your best life, off of these kids, but to make sure that they have clothes, that they treat them as though they would treat their very own, if they are indeed loving people. But if they're not doing anything, if that kid is in foster care and every month, if you don't see $1,200 in a bank account for that kid, or that kid doesn't have new clothes, or that child is telling you that there's something wrong with that household, you need to really, really listen to these kids, because a lot of these kids are telling the truth that there's something going on in these households that you're putting them in. So a lot of times they won't report what's actually going on because they want to keep that money. And that's exactly what the AFSCAR is right here. It says data and analysis presented throughout this report offers additional details regarding the foster care population and overall national performance on the 7 primary outcomes based visuals in the report display both single year performance and state performance over time from 2014 to 2018. So all this little bitty writing, we're going to go past that because, let me see. No, we're not going to just go past it. I'm going to leave it up here for a minute. But like I was saying, they should do something in order to allow money to be generated for these kids, not just like put them out on the streets. Oh, you're 18 now, get the heck out my house. It should never be that way. I think foster care and Social Security should do something to that manner. Make sure that something is being put up. Make sure that that child is well cared for. Not just put them somewhere to shut them up and to get the numbers cracking. Because I don't think it's fair. You wouldn't want that to happen to your family. So I'm just saying, if you want to read over this right here, you could go ahead. That's why I'm taking my time and just talking so that you can see a little bit, and you could write down some of these websites, but you always can go back over it and see it for yourself. So, and is this the chart? Yeah, this is a Child Welfare Outcomes 2018 report to Congress. So check this out. I got to do little by little. And they were talking about the measures like measure 1, 2.1, 3.1, 3.2, and so on and so forth. So these are some of the things that they were referring to when we were reading the measures above, and I really didn't understand all the measures. So this is the report that was given 2014, 15, 16, and 17, and 18. So these are different measures but wait till you see the next chart that's coming up. It's going to blow your hair back. So I kind of want you to see this a little bit and look at it for yourself while I'm hold on, while I'm trying to do something. I'm just trying to check something out really quick. But yeah, this is the chart that they're supposed to be going by. Okay, so you can go back over it later and recant anything that you want to see. So, okay, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far. Okay, here you go, all the way to the measure 7.1 of all children who entered foster care during the year and were age 12 or younger at the time of their most recent placement. What percentage were placed in a group home or an institution? So in 2014, 3.9, 2015, and it shows that it's going down. So, this is what they're telling you. So don't forget, like, the 3.9 is year 2014, 3.7 is year 2015, and 3.2 is 2016, 3.0 2017, and 3.1 is year 2018. Okay, so just so you don't get confused and have to go back up. Okay, so check this out. Table, state percentage and performance by outcome measures. These are the states and their percentages and their performances from the year 2014 through 2018. So remember the 1.1, the 2.1, all those, you go back up to that chart again. I don't know if I can double screen it, but I don't want to make it too small. But they were showing you that Alabama has 440.9. So if you go back up to that chart, hold on a second, I hate to do this. So 1.1, or what was it, 4.1? 1.1. Okay, 1.1 is of all children who were victims of substantiated or indicated child abuse or neglect during the first 6 months of the year, what percentage had another substantiated or indicated report within the 6 month period? So those are the questions and Alabama has 40 point something or another, 40.9. So you could go back up to the top and read. Um, okay, let's just do this because we're right here at the measure. Okay, 7.1. Alabama has 9.8 of all children who entered foster care during the year and were age 12 or younger at the time of their most recent placement. That what percentage were placed in a group home or an institution? I should have used that as a guide. So Alabama has 9. This has minus 22. So you can see the numbers, okay? So like I said, you can go back up and let's see. Let's see what we have here. So we have all these other states. that are just about the same. Georgia's just about the same as Alabama. And look at Iowa, 76.2. That's way out crazy. So what's really going on? Whoa, look at Montana, you guys. 367.0%. Look at their numbers are really high. So something is definitely going on over in old Montana. Because these are some high numbers. And Kansas too, 130% on the 1.1. So these are some really high numbers. 136 in South Carolina, 243 in West Virginia. So Puerto Rico don't qualify. That's what the DQ is. They don't qualify. So here you have all these states right here showing you all the stuff that's going on. So I wanted to bring this to your attention. And this is what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be giving this data every year, to the government. It's called the AFSCAR, which is a data reporting system. So I just wanted you guys to see that. See, the data site features the latest AFSCAR and NCANS data that have been reviewed and approved by the states for inclusion in report. In addition, the data site provides additional child welfare related context data regarding the several national outcome measures, and they haven't done it. Only once, a couple of states I've seen that has done it in 2019, but I haven't seen anything done in 2021 and 22 as of yet. So this is what I wanted to bring to you guys. I have more stuff to bring to you guys. I hope that you guys like this video, and I hope that you guys get an opportunity, to go over this information and pay attention to it. So these are some of the things that they put down. I'm gonna hold it here for a minute. These are some of the things that they put down on their forms and stuff that let you know what your child is, or allegedly what your child is in there for. So I keep seeing these other numbers like N-43, N-51. I didn't see anything in here that lets me know exactly what that is, or maybe I missed it. So I think I did miss it. So you guys, I wanted to just bring this information to you so that you can see it for yourself. Some of the things that children's services and anything dealing with children are supposed to be reporting on a yearly basis. And it's all supposed to be year to date, not whenever they feel like it. And this is a report that lets them know what type of funding they can get from the government if they were to comply with all the rules. So I don't want to make this a very long video. I thank you for your time. I may or may not be in the chat because I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So you go ahead and comment on up. I thank each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that post notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are absolutely amazing to me, and I don't take it for granted. I saw yesterday that there was some people that subscribed to the channel, and then when I looked, I noticed that nobody was there. It kind of broke my heart a little bit, but it's a hit and miss. It'll work itself out. I'm trying to at least get to 1,000 for now, but I still got that other giveaway going on. I'm not going to forget about that. So I don't want people to think, oh, she's just going to do other little giveaways and forget about that. No, that still stands. Once I hit that 3,000 mark, we will be doing that giveaway, and we're going to be going on to if everything works itself out, we're going to join together. Me and Nick from Insline We Trust, we're going to go together. We're going to collaborate together, and together we're going to pick out the winner. So don't forget to hit that like button, that post notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So somebody wants to say something. What do you want to say? You want to tell them hit that like button?
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell them hit that like button.
Hit the like button.
Say subscribe to this channel.
Subscribe in the channel.
Say we'll talk to you later.
We'll talk to you later.
Say bye.
Bye.